So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube? Dad here from Several Games. And as the Banlist has done to me twice, I've had to redo a profile for you guys. So I had Ojama ABCs ready to go. And the Banlist dropped and kind of shook up the deck list. However, I have built the deck again and it's still just as powerful and still very, very involved. So, with that being said, we do have ABC Ojama or Ojama ABC for you guys to see today. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on anything. And with that said and done, let's get into ABC or Ojama ABC. Boom. Now, the first shout out goes to Your Asian Spirit on YouTube. I was just checking out a video. It was an OCG build, but it was an OCG tech that he played in the deck that made me go, wow, that's actually really cool. I'm not 100% sure if it converts to the TCG, but I'll explain to you that tech when we get to it. So shout out to them on that one. The rest of the build is my personal adaptation of the deck and my personal build of the deck, apart from that spicy tech that they added. So, with that said and done, let's get through to the profile. So we start off with double A, double B, and double C. This is just for consistency factors. Now, you're obviously only going to be able to summon out ABC Dragon Buster once using this play. And the second you tag him out and put them in the grave, or put ABC Dragon Buster in the grave, you're going to struggle to bring him back without a Monster Reborn and without the spicy tech that the guys are playing. Still, you need to make this consistent as possible. You could drop one of them down to 1 if you wanted to, but if you want to put desires in as well, you're going to be running a risk. So you want to make sure you've got these consistently, and if you don't use them for Buster, you're going to use them for rank 4 plays anyway. So you have a lot of win cons within inside the deck that allows you to adapt for only having one Buster Dragon now. Then play double gold and double silver. Again, this is one that if you were to cut some of the pieces down to 1, you could actually bump these up to 2. This just turbos out your rank 4 plays and gives you additional extensions should these get destroyed. And it allows you to kind of move into the cards that you need to in your extra deck, especially with Master World 5, being able to flood the board with the extra XYZs in different zones rather than zones the Link Monster points to. It allows you to have a lot more consistency and a lot more play throughout. Then for the Ojamas, we've got double Ojama black, double Ojama yellow, double Ojama green, double Ojama red, and the single Ojama blue. Now, obviously, these all have their reasoning. You're going to be using and abusing the spells like crazy, and that's what makes the deck so good, is you use these as an additional buff for everything else. If you want to make them pure or you want to put in Ojama Country, by all means you can do so. This build is literally using the Ojamas as an engine to abuse the ABC powerhouse that is Buster Dragon, along with other Link monsters and, of course, XYZs as well. We then play a Danger Engine, so we do play double Mothman as it is a level 4, alongside a Danger Chupacabra, again level 4 extensions. We then have the 1 Nessie and now the 1 Jackalope. Jackalope just to get the level 4s out of the deck as well, and gives you a bit more consistency play that way. If you want to, you can bump up Chupacabra to 2, or you can bump up Mothman to 2. It just gives you additional factors, because if you do get the discard effect of Mothman, you do not mind drawing and discarding, because you could be putting a piece in the graveyard. For the spells, we've got Triple Union Hanger still, and then this is it. This is the card, Triple Ojama Simulation. Now, the reason this card is so good is you reveal 1 light machine fusion monster from your extra deck. So, naturally you'll reveal ABC and then get ABC on the board, but once you've already done that, what do you then reveal? So, Your Asian Spirit actually showed this one. You actually reveal A to Z Dragon Buster because it says ABC Dragon Buster on it. So you reveal 1 light fusion monster from your extra deck and banish any number of Ojama monsters from your hand, field, and or graveyard to special summon fusion materials with different names whose names are specifically listed on that card you revealed from your hand, deck, or graveyard. That is where Buster Dragon comes in. So once you've already made him, if he is in your graveyard, all you need to do is activate Ojama Simulation and it acts like a Monster Reborn for you. You then get to bring this back. The dog clearly agrees. For your hand, deck, or graveyard, equal to the number of monsters banished to activate this effect. You only need to banish 1. So as long as you successfully summoned it the first time, you go from there. everything's going crazy. And all I announced was this. So from my understanding, it works perfectly as long as you've already successfully summoned Buster Dragon, because Buster Dragon says it must first be special summoned by the extra deck. So as long as you've done it correctly, you can just bring it back as many times as you want. So very, very nice touch on that one. And again, shout out to your Asian Spirit on YouTube. We've then got the one Terraforming to go with the field spell. Triple Call by the Grave, because you want to make sure that all of your searches go off unhitched from Ash Blossom. Double Ojama Magic. This can easily be free if you want to. The single Pot of Avarice. Now this is now at 3. If you wanted to bump it up to 2, you can do. The reason that I've only kept it at 1 is purely because of the fact that I want to be reviving my Buster Dragon using this and Ojama Simulation rather than shuffling it all back. But should it all come crashing down and it goes into a grind game, being able to draw into an Avarice can actually put back all of your pieces, plus your Ojamas, plus anything else, because you're already going to be recycling your Ojamas with your other cards. It allows you to give you additional extension should you need it. This can easily be a desire should you want to play that as well. We'll then play the one Monster Reborn and the one Double or Nothing, because it gives you an additional win con in the deck. The deck now has like 3 or 4 win cons coming from the extra deck, Double or Nothing being one of them. And then finally we've got the 2 Ojama Pajamas. This one just gives you a bit more protection as well, and it does allow you to disrupt your opponent and search a bit more as well. Now on to the now refined extra deck. So now refined extra deck, we do have the 1 A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon and the 1 ABC Dragon Buster. So one thing that our group was saying is that they went to ban a Buster. They meant to ban the Buster Dragon for Buster Bladers. Instead, they hit the ABC, and it's like, oh, come on. They were just following the OCG in this one, in my opinion. I don't think it needs to be hit to 1. I think 2 would have been just as good. But it is what it is. And we adapt and kind of go forward through that way. Then for the XYZs, we play obviously Utopia Double and Utopia for the Double or Nothing package. The 1 Giga X, the 1 Dagusto Emerald, just to give you another way of recycling some of your abilities. Number 60 Daguerres, 1 Bujinte Tsukiyomi. And then onto the Link Monsters, we've got the 1 IP Masquerina, the 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 1 Bujinte Amashima. So this one is really, really cool. It's a new card that came out in Dual Overload. I really, really like it. So it requires 2 monsters of the same level. That's 2 of your pieces already. Cannot be used as link material. You can only use the following effects once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you special summon 2 monsters with the same level, 1 from your hand and 1 from your graveyard, but negate the effects. And immediately after this effect resolves, XYZ summon 1 monster using them as material. So you don't need to use the zone this card points to. You just get to go, cool. Bring out the 2, XYZ, put that over to one side. That could be Utopia Double or Nothing if you want it to be. It could be your Daguerres. And straight away you then detach Daguerres. Then hopefully if they're pieces, you've got the Buster Dragon in the graveyard. And then if an XYZ card this points to activates this effect by detaching materials, you can target one detaches to activate an effect by detaching materials except during damage set. You can pop 1 spell trap card on the field and destroy it. So it gives you a little bit more interruption as well, but it has to point to it. Now with Master of 5, you don't need to worry about that. You're only going to put a monster to a zone this points to when you're going to use that specific effect. Then on to the other link monsters. We've got the 1 Nightmare Unicorn to come off of IP Masquerina, the 1 Ojama Emperor. Now I wanted to play Ojama Emperor purely because in this one you need country to give him 3k. However, it can't be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent takes any battle damage. It can't be destroyed by battle is only if it's got country on the field. Your opponent takes any battle damage that you would have taken from attacks involving this card. So the idea is you put this on the board and your opponent's like, if this attacks me or if I attack it, I'm going to take the damage. So I can't really attack it and get rid of it. So you've got to be very, very careful. And it's just a bit of a deterrent for your opponent as well. And then for the link forwards, we've got the 1 Appaloosa and the 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax. This one comes off of IP, an incredible powerful boss monster your opponent can't deal with. It can be a Borosword should you wish. And then the Appaloosa is just there for either a first turn or a second turn negation to stop you getting the beard or anything like that. And that is it for the profile. Quite straightforward, quite simple and quite to the point with a bit of a spicy tech thanks to your Asian Spirit on YouTube. Again, I've rebuilt the deck, had a bit of fun with it. Didn't really need to change too much. I had to take out a Destrudo, a Jackalope, and then obviously the Buster Dragon. Well, I was only playing 2 anyway. So it does give you a bit more to play around with. I definitely did not want to let this deck die, and I certainly haven't. And it's very, very cool to kind of bring the deck back back around, especially when I was looking forward to playing it during Master Rule 5 as well. So it's not going to die, I'm still going to be able to play it during Master Rule 5, and this is one of the ways to do so. So for now, thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time guys, as always, happy dueling.